holidays are underway. Halloween is behind us. Thanksgiving is about a week away. Christmas is about 6 weeks away. And we have New Year's. And then we start it all over again. Anybody feeling anxious about that? Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Chris with One Be Healthy Life. And tonight I'm just going to touch on a few things that I believe we need to do to keep ourselves in a healthy state of mind, keep our bodies healthy so we are not so deprived come January that it makes us say, a statement that I've heard numerous times from people is, I hate the holidays. I can't stand the holidays. I don't want the holidays. I don't want the stress of the holidays. And I think to myself, depending on how you grew up, I don't know why you would even say that. I mean, it comes every year whether you like it or not. I mean, it's like it's going to come whether you want it or not want it, and it comes every year, so it should be no surprise. And the holidays come in order, and they come pretty spaced that it gives you enough time to tear down whatever you need to tear down and put up whatever you need to put up. Now, if you're incorporating children, that's a whole nother egg. But if you're an adult and you're already starting to feel the the fatigue of it and the stress of it, and you're having anxiety over it, and there's really no children in home, it's all grandchildren and your adult children out, you shouldn't have that kind of stress. I don't believe so. I mean, I'm a grandmother, and I just want at One Be Healthy Life to help anybody that comes to me and says, hey, this is my problem, what do you think? And I give them what I think, and what if I don't know, I'll direct them, or I always just pause that button and say, give me a minute, and I will find out for you. I will research it, and I will speak from the heart, I will speak from experience, and I will absolutely speak from any research that I have done to give you a professional answer, a friend answer, and just an answer in general. And then what that information you do with is your business. So One Be Healthy Life is a group that we started. It's our podcast. It's about positivity, no negativity. We are about just helping each other. No bad things on here. No making fun of. No mocking or being ugly or being negative. We're all about being positive. One Be Healthy Life is exactly that. You have one life, and it needs to be healthy. End of story. There is no debate about it. And if anybody wants to debate me on it, you're going to lose. So right now, a week before Thanksgiving, and I would say in the last couple days especially, we just all finished, or we're just getting ready to wrap up our 30-day diet challenge that we started on October 21st. And it has been quite fun. I have personally lost almost my goal weight. I still got 2 days. Give me a minute. I might do it. I don't know. I could pull something out. But, I have had a good time. I have met some new people. I have involved new people. And I hope that I have touched them, their hearts and their minds in a way that was my whole objective to begin with. And that was to believe that they can lose the weight. And end of story. Be healthy. And doing it with protein shakes, and doing it with collagen, and doing it with some exercise, and doing it with a calorie deficit. So after 25 years, 23 solid years, I have absolutely, at 60 years old, I feel that I have mastered my body into how I feel we can lose weight. And I know there are a lot of people that are trying to debate me on it, and a lot of them are gym gurus, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I respect people in the gym, believe me, athletes, everybody. I am not cutting anybody down on their opinion. However, obviously my opinion is getting, some ridicule lately, and yet I have at least 12 of us that have honestly given me before and afters, weight pictures along the way, and I have posted some of them, and there's been some negative dispute coming back saying, well, they didn't really lose that much. Well, they're lying. That's not really, they're doing something to the scale. And I'm thinking, okay, you always get the hecklers. You always get the people that are not going to believe in it because it's not working for them. And maybe, yeah, one time I was a non believer, but I have tried every diet and they have all worked. If you work any plan, it will work. So for somebody to question that now, it just makes me just shut up. Just stop. Just stop. If you're not trying it, don't say it doesn't work unless you've tried it and it failed you. That's if you've given it your 100%. And any diet that you give 100% to, any workout plan. If you go to the gym, it's going to work. It depends on your age, what you want to accomplish. I have some girls that want to lose, 25, 30 pounds. I wanted to lose 12. I'm at 9. Okay. I know how I did it. I did it because every day when I got up, I made the choice that I was going to stay on the diet. And then when it became 1 day, 5 days, and I'm like, I'm 7 days into this. I'm not giving up now. I'm 6 days into this. I'm 10 days into this. I'm 30 days into this. I'm not giving up. I'm going on for another 30 days. So it's how you put your mind and where you want to be. And that's honestly a healthy mind. And right now, I have a healthy mind. I'm not hungry and I'm still losing the weight. I still want to get to my goal weight. And then I want to do my maintenance to make sure that my body levels out at that weight. Because if you lost 12 pounds, within a couple of days, you're going to fluctuate 2 or 3 pounds either way. And you're going to say, well, this doesn't work. And you're going to go right back to where you were. When you get to that weight you want to be at, or a weight, you want to maintain it for a couple weeks solid so that your body says, okay, we're going to hover around here. That's cool with me. And then you can go on and lose a few more pounds. That's why it's a process. And that's what I have learned. I get to a goal weight, I'd lose 10, 20 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever. And then I would be like, okay, so I my body should stay here. No, it doesn't know to stay there. You got to make it stay there. And any habit with your body, with your mind can be broken in a matter of 3 weeks. So if you can maintain that 20-pound weight loss or that 10-pound weight loss for 2 to 3 weeks, your body you're going to tell your brain, this is where we're going to hover. This is where we're going to stay. That's a healthy mind. That's a healthy person dieting correctly. And that's what took me so many years to figure out. It's about my mind and it's about what I'm going to tell my body what to do, because my mind is going to play fuck tricks with it. And it's going to say, you know what, dude, you're hungry. I'm going to make you hungry. I'm going to make you think that food looks good and you're going to want to eat it. You're going to go with the mind every single time. Your belly is going to go with the mind. And it's always you're going to have that override button every single time. And it doesn't matter what diet you're on. But if you do it in a group and you do it with the mindset and you're healthy about it, and I'm talking about clearing the shit out of your life and working on a diet, just do it. Just do it and start it. We're going to be starting again. We all use this journal and we're having success and we're having fun and we're part of something that is making us what we want. However, during this time, and these are actually not one of them that are on the program are even talking about this. There's people that have not joined our program to be on the diet. Maybe they don't need to. I'm not questioning whether or not, but they do belong to the Be Healthy Lifestyle group. And I have gotten a couple remarks that, I'm already feeling the fatigue of the holidays. I get anxious and I don't want to do the diet now because I have to do this and I have to do that. And oh my gosh, and I'm hosting and, they're stressing themselves out telling me why they can't join it. I care that you're not joining it, but honestly, I don't care. I want to care, but I want you to care and then I'll care. Don't make me make you care. Okay. I don't want to make you like me. I don't want to make you want to do something. I don't want to make you thin. I don't want to make you anything. I'm responsible for me. So when somebody comes to me and tells me that they can't start it because they're already starting to feel the holiday, it's going to be overwhelming. And I'll start at the new year. And I thought, oh my gosh, there should be a little billboard of that, or a little sign that people can hang in their house during the holidays. I will take care of it in January, or I will start in January. I mean, we all know the numbers and the statistics in January with the gyms. They blow up. They blow up for 2, 3 months, and then they're empty again. So it's funny because you need it. You need it. Even if you are on it and you're getting yourself into a rhythm, and then you stop for Thanksgiving Day, and then on Friday you start back up. You didn't deprive yourself for the day. You deprived yourself for the whole month by not allowing you to have a path or a goal to be able to achieve that. So you're putting your weight on the back burner. You're putting your weight in the back of the truck, and you're saying, you know what? Keep that fat buck there. It'll stay until January. I've lived with it this long. What the hell? And the next thing you know, 5 years go by and you're still saying the same shit. So if you want to do something about your health, and it's not always about the weight, sometimes it's about the amount of medications you're on that you're like, I got to get off this stuff. Because I don't know about you, but I'll be damned if I let any kind of medication hold me hostage. If I don't have to take it because it's life sustaining, then I'm doing something wrong and I'm getting off of it. And I'm talking about blood pressure. I'm talking about diabetes. I'm talking about chronic conditions. And there's enough doctors out there on all the TikToks and podcasts and everything. And they are just letting you know how much chronic conditions are we're not born with them. They're self-inflicted. They're self-inflicted. And if there is any genetics that you have been convinced by, it hasn't been proven to me. If you are convinced that it is genetic and you can break that curse, I'm sorry. You are not born with chronic conditions. And if you don't believe me, look that up. So let's just say you want to lose some weight. Let's just take an even number, 20. I want to lose 20 pounds by the first of the year. That's, I don't know, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now. And don't make me do the math because I'd have to look at a calendar. But if Christmas is in 6 weeks, then the first of the year is in 7 weeks, I guess. I don't know. Don't quote me. Let's just say you want to lose 20 pounds. Do you have to figure out how many pounds each week? No. But you put yourself on a plan. You say, I'm going to cut out all this, all that, and I'm going to have a calorie deficit. And I can eat whatever the hell I want during that calorie deficit. No sugar, of course. Always omit sugar in any diet you do. It just disrupts anything you do. I mean, it absolutely. Coffee, don't give it up. It's definitely a shift that you need. It gives you that boost that it relaxes a lot of people. It keeps you going. It gives you energy. If you have fat burners, you can take natural fat burners. If you need any aids or supplements to help you, do it. And whey protein, I'm a big guru on it. I mean, Be Healthy has a whey protein that has 22 grams of protein. It's only 110 calories. And I drink 2 of those a day because I want to. 1, because I really want to, because that's going to be my start for my day. The second one is because I actually crave it. Whatever you give your body, it's going to crave. If you crave, anything, ask yourself, why do I want that all the time? Because you eat it all the time. That's why. Why do you want sugar all the time? Because you eat it all the time. Whatever. I want salads. My body wants salads because I eat it all the time. I crave cucumbers. I crave, fruit like pineapple and stuff. It's ridiculous. During the summer, I crave watermelon because I feed my body it every single day. And whatever you feed yourself, after a couple weeks, your body is going to say to your mind, hey, this is our normal thing. You better get used to it. Again, they play against each other. As a fact. So you have to trick your brain because it's smarter than your stomach, and you always follow your stomach as your weakness. You get hungry and you want it. It's not your mind that's playing tricks with you. It is your stomach, because your mind is overpowering that. So if you're stressing, the holidays coming already, I just want to touch on that a little bit. So, because holiday fatigue definitely can impact your physical and mental health. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen people wigged out on it. I see some people that are just crazy for it and love it and they get into it. And I am probably one of those people. I head it on with such a spirit, good or bad. I don't care. I do it all forced, all good. I don't care. I spend what I can afford. I see who I can see, and I know how to say no. And I'm sorry, I cannot come. I'm sorry, I cannot do this. I'm sorry, we're doing this. And you have to be creative with the way you spend your money. You have to divide things up. If you're going to live with holiday guilt, like if you don't go with enough presents to your family, or this is the way we all do it, or maybe some of your family has more money than you and you think about that and you're like, I'm going to feel like this. No, that's not what the holiday is then. And then you don't even belong spending it with those people. What the hell are you doing? So you got to figure out what it is about the holiday that stresses you out. Because, I mean, it's a state of exhaustion. You're going to be tired. There's so many festivities and stuff going on, and your kids are pulling you at each direction, and your family's pulling you. Are you going to work overtime and you're going to get your shopping done? Gift cards, figure out a way to minimize it. I'm not a fancy holiday person, so I'm going to put up my tree. I'm going to decorate my house. For Thanksgiving, I'm going to cook. If anybody wants to come and eat, they can come and eat. End of story. When it's all gone, whatever nobody eats, my pigs outside get, or my dogs get the scraps, whatever. I do not have to make it into a festival because they get remembered every single year. No, they don't. No, they don't. I never heard my son tell me, Ma, you know what? Last year was a great Christmas. You know what, Ma? Remember that Christmas? No. He'll say, Ma, remember that time we got snowed in? Remember that time when you burnt the turkey? Remember that? Like he remembers the funny shit about it. He doesn't talk about all the other, we didn't get to see that person on that holiday. Hey, do you remember how, we felt so depressed that one year that we wanted to sleep all in January? No, if I think about it, my kid has always talked about good shit that he remembers from the holidays, not the stress part and all that, because I never interfered that with anybody because I was easy to say, no, no, I'm not going. I'm not working. I'm not working overtime so that you can have more presents. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to go to the Winter Haven. You go. Here's a ticket. Go. I don't know. My point is you don't have to be involved in everything because everybody asks you. And if you don't, they're not going to be your friend. Who knows? I don't know. So why are you stressed? You can't diet if you're stressed. You can't think if you're stressed. You can't sleep if you're stressed. You can't do your body gets disrupted, and then all of a sudden you're having like sleep deprivations, and you feel fatigue, and you have a headache and you don't feel good, and then you get into the whining stage, and then nobody wants to be around you. So if I may suggest, because this evening I just wanted to talk a little bit about, okay, so we know why the holidays stress us. I mean, it's obvious. The main thing is probably money and people inviting you. So money and people inviting you, and then being able to get everything done. And then can you afford it? And do you have to work overtime? And it's a thing, but it's not a healthy thing. So if you want it to be healthy and you want it to be fun, if you put yourself on a program and you say, hey, I'm going to lose weight by the first of the year, now you have a reason, and you could step back from a lot of people. No, I'm sorry, I can't do this, because maybe you didn't know how to say no, or you don't want to say no. I don't know. I like going to dinner. I like dinner parties and stuff, but I don't go to like be a pig. So what is the food about? You go and you entertain, you be with people, and you say hello, you do your thing, and you get out. You don't have to pull up to the buffet with a fork and knife and sit there. Get on a plan so it preoccupies you. It makes you distracted. You have to exercise. You got to find time to vent. You got to find mindfulness. You got to know your limits. Listen to music, deep breathe, meditate. Join a book club. Say, I'm going to be on a book club for this, winter, or I want to do this, or maybe make a day and get your kids involved and say, listen, we're going to make plates for the homeless and take them downtown or something and feed them on this Saturday. So I want everybody to help me, everybody in, and then make that your thing. I don't know. Find something like one big thing and then that's it. And work on that. As far as your health though, you have to practice mindfulness. You have to rest and you have to take care of your body. And if you're taking care of your body, even dieting shouldn't put you into a depression state. Dieting should not make you have headaches. Dieting should not make you upset. It should not make you tired. It should not make you anything. I have been on this diet for almost 30 days. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am buzzing. I am all around. I am burning fat. I am in ketosis. I am loving it. I have energy. I fast all morning. I have my protein shakes. I have one meal. I have another protein shake. I have a couple cups of coffee and I call it a day. I sleep all night. I'm tired when I go to sleep and I sleep well. And when I get up, I'm up. I haven't had a migraine in 30 days and I get migraines. I've been getting migraines since I was 14 years old. I don't suffer from them. I take a shot for them and or one of my Imitrex pills if I have it coming on, but I don't, and they go away immediately. But I don't suffer from them. But my body has been getting them since I was 14, and I haven't gotten a migraine in I don't know how long. And I know that mine are stress induced. Mine are definitely stress induced, and certain foods will trigger my migraines. I haven't had flare ups with my rheumatoid arthritis in 30 days, and I get flare ups, small flare ups, but it's been about 2 years since I've had any since I have been living on whey protein and collagen. And it's not living on it, but it's making sure that every single day I implement especially collagen into my body. And I have curbed my rheumatoid arthritis and I cut out all the foods that make my rheumatoid arthritis, anything that will attack my body, the foods that give me inflammation. So as far as stress, there isn't a person in my life that stresses me out. Last March, I sold my company. I sold it, walked in March 1st and said, you got 15 days, everybody, you're unemployed. Sorry. I dissolved the whole company and everybody hated me. Got rid of 54 people and I couldn't do it anymore. I was so stressed. I hated it. I hated my life. I hated just the whole idea of it. I did it for 12 years and I was tired of it. And I felt like I was keeping it open just to keep other people employed. And it's not what I wanted to do. It's not who I was. I know what I wanted to do and I'm doing it now. And I have never been happier. And I have eliminated that toxic environment from my life. And I have felt amazing from it. So the foods, my diet, and the stress environment of toxic. I got divorced a couple years ago and I have refused to date. I don't want to put that in my life right now. I mean, I have friends that I deal with and friends that I go out with if I need to entertain with anybody or, have a meal with or something. But I have just stepped back to take care of me and my health and what I want. So as far as the holidays, I will still see people all through the holidays. I will not let it stress me. I will buy what I can afford. I will do what I can, and I will stay on my weight loss journey and my health journey and keeping my rheumatoid arthritis away and exercising and taking care of my house and decorating and listening to Christmas music and, I don't know, sitting and watching movies on Saturday night with a couple of friends and some wine. Whatever it is that I want to do, I'm going to prioritize my world to fit me. Now, for those of you that are married and have kids, you either have to get your family on board with what you would like everybody to do, because you can't be selfish. I mean, I have one gal that said, I can't just step away. I got kids and they expect this and they expect that. Okay, I get it. So have a sit down, have a family meeting. I mean, we used to have them all the time. Get them all in a group and say, listen, I want to get healthy. Do you guys want to get healthy? And, play your family up. Let them know that you want a better you a better version of you, and you want them to be a better version of them. So make the things that you choose to reflect on everybody. If it's a weight loss journey or a health journey and you got an overweight old man, tell him to get his ass off the couch with you. If you got kids that are probably chunky monkeys or keep their face in the tablet too long, make some plans for the next month until the end of the year just to try it out and see, because you would be surprised come January. You will flip it and say, you know what? We had such a good time over the last couple weeks and the holiday because we all got together and we all chose this and we all got involved and we all became healthy in so many ways. Challenge your family. If I had to pay my son to get off sugar, I would do it. I swear to God, I would pay him to get an A. I would pay him anything if I wanted it bad enough. So don't judge me. Don't think, get them involved, because after a couple weeks, it becomes a habit. They're going to like it. Who doesn't want to be healthy? Who doesn't want to be healthy? And the holidays aren't supposed to be stressful. And you know what? 365 days out of the year aren't supposed to be stressful. So I'm not even going to talk about just the holidays. But if you don't get your shit together now, we can talk in 6 months and you're still going to be stuck. And I don't want that for you, because at One Be Healthy Life, I promise you, if I could just tell you one thing, is that I truly, from my heart, want everybody to be healthy, because to not be healthy is a very dark place. And that is in your whole heart, in your whole mind, in your spirit, everything. The ugliness in your spirit, getting mad at people for no reason, road rage, spinning off on people, using antidepressants. I don't know what the fuck is that. I don't know. You are not born depressed. And if you want to blame your entire past on why you're depressed because you're stuck and you want to be depressed. And I know people want help, and I know people are weaker than others that can't get out of it. But if you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, there's a million resources out there and a million people with their hands out trying to pull you up. You have to want to get up, but get off the medication. That is one thing. I do not believe in it. And if it's a financial burden, I don't know. After this election, I don't care what anybody says, and you can have a million haters, but actually there's not. There's a very small percentage of blue that hate right now. But the red, I'm telling you, that red team, with that manifesting, that energy is still floating around, and shit is going to get better. So just figure out your financial situation. You got to find a way. You got to find a way. You got to find a way. You got to. People have been doing it for thousands of years, finding a way. We are no different than society. We are going to figure it out. And that is the God's honest truth. There has been famine. There has been wars. There has been so many things, depressions, everything. And we going back years, and every time our human race has gotten out of it, and we will come out of this, and we will continue. And you're only going to be able to continue if you are the stronger. I come from New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, and every year they do this. This is such a stupid metaphor, but I'm going to use it. So every year they do a deer hunt, and they weed out the herd of all the weak deer, because it will make the healthier deer have more food, because it's rationed during the winter with the snow and all that. So the hunters are allowed, it's open, and they are allowed a week to go and hunt all the deer they want. And they are only allowed to hear, they do the weak deer, the ones that are weak. And that's, unfortunately very sad, but it helps keep the population that is surviving strong. So, I mean, and it could be the same thing now with food ration as the human race, because only the strong are surviving right now. You can look around you right now in this world, and they're not, and I'm not talking about these loser Hollywood people, and I'm not talking about these loser performers. They are the biggest trash, and it's horrible. But those, and that is my opinion. I don't give a shit. I have one too. I'm talking about just regular average people like you and I. You can look around you every single day when you go to the store, and you can go to the mall, and you can go to the line to pick up your kids at the school. You can go out to dinner at any restaurant. You can go anywhere. And I kid you not, you just take a good look at people and you could pick out immediately who are the healthy ones, who are the ones that are surviving, who are the ones that hate themselves, who are the ones that are depressed, who are the ones that are on drugs, who are the ones that don't give a shit, who are the ones that gave up, who are the ones that are unhealthy. You can spot them all. They should have little stickers on their forehead. You can see them all. You could sit on a bench and you can pick them all out. But you can especially pick out the ones that are healthy and that are thriving and that are seriously taking a vast interest in their personal life to be healthy in every way, financially, mentally, physically, everything. And you can't be a hater for somebody that wants something for themselves, because we're all here. One Be Healthy life. You are here alone, whether you like it or not. And you can have everybody with you, and you can have friends and family around you all the time. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you. So next time you look around, ask yourself, where am I in this group of people? I want to be a survivor. I know I do. I survive every day. Every day I get up and I tell myself whether I like it or not. And I don't care. I practice mindfulness, a meditation, and I meditate in minutes. I don't meditate in long term. I take 7 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, 3 minutes, sometimes 20 seconds. I don't care. But I practice that. And I talk myself into the greatness that I am, what I've come out of, where I've been. I try not to focus on any negativity from my pasts, experiences and stuff that I've experienced, that I don't want that. So sometimes I'll have a thought and then I brush it right out. And I think of the future, and I think of things I want. And I look at my dream board, and I prevent burnout. If I start to feel myself burning out, man, I step back, because like I said, it's okay to say no. I take breaks when I need to. I love my coffee. I make a video every time I make a coffee, because it's just my thing. I like what I do. I got to get fresh air and sunlight. Sometimes I'll get up from my desk. I grab the dog. Put his chain on, and I go right. My driveway's long. Then I go down around to the mailbox and back, and I do it so fast, and I get back in 15 minutes. And I'm going to tell you, I just changed my whole mindset right there. If you're in therapy, stay in therapy. I suggest that, especially now. If you're dealing with any grief or loss, find help. If it's not working, find other help. If it's not working, find other help. If it's not working, find other help. Don't go through grief and loss alone. I can just say that. Financial stress, get some help. Figure it out. And say no. Stop giving people your money. I have experienced that, and I get a lump in my throat to think about a time in my life for a couple of years of the amount of money that I had just given away to other people that are the most inconsiderate. Well, that's all I'm going to say. I don't even want to dignify it with a response, but there are takers in this world, and you need to find out who your takers are, whether they love you or not, and stop giving yourself to them. But as far as the holidays are concerned, it should have a smile. It should have happy pictures, and it should have a spirit that you want to carry on the whole time until the first of the year. So, One Be Healthy Life. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. If anybody wants to be on the show, I have a couple people that are going to be coming on in the next couple weeks, and I'm very, very excited. And so it'll be my first live doing a interview. So I hope you join me for that. And I just want to say before I leave that anybody that is stuck, please email me. Please reach out to me. Please find me. I'm all over the social medias. You can get a hold of me. And just let me help. Let me help. If you want me to go walk with you, you want to talk about how you can start, if you want to figure out something, whatever. I may not have all the answers, but I promise you, I will always give you an honest, objective on it. And again, you would be able to do what you want with the information. Remember that, everybody has an opinion, and everybody has something to say about everybody else's life, but never their own, so that's funny there. But I want you to all to enjoy the holidays, and I don't want you to get stressed out. And, maybe a diet would do you good. So, we have the Be Healthy 30-day diet journal. We're going to be starting it again next week, and even though it's Monday, Thanksgiving's coming, I don't give a shit. So you get so many calories in your deficit, and if you're going to eat, eat. But just make sure you stay within the calories, and I promise you're going to lose the weight. And I have 12 people that I will be presenting to everybody at the end of this 30 days, showing all of their, how they've grown through the 30 days and how they have lost their weight and how they are happy and they want to continue. And I want you to see their progress and see that it is doable and it's easy. It's not even going to drive you crazy, and it's not going to make you feel deprived in any way. So anybody that wants this, that you feel would need this broadcast, send it to them. Join us again on One Be Healthy Life. Again, my name is Chris, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I hope to have you join us again. Good night.